Welcome to J&J. Today I want to show you a short video about self-sufficiency and some of the things you might not have been considering on how you can help support your family with things you don't even know you already have. I'd like to introduce to you the tree that almost wasn't. This tree is right outside of our front door for all intents and purposes, and for the last 3 or 4 years I've been considering taking a chainsaw to it because I just don't like where it is. I don't like how it looks. It's a fairly unhealthy looking tree. It's got a lot of scars in it. We've even used it ourselves to hold some barbed wire up on a temporary fence and never expected to keep it around. However, this little tree has become something of an interest to us. As we were working a couple weeks ago, we found out that there was a little prize being dropped from this tree. Turns out this tree that I was so readily anxious to get rid of is a black walnut tree. So now that we know what this tree is, and even though I don't like black walnuts, what does it matter? Well, come to find out that black walnuts are one of those things that you can actually use for several resources. Not only does it produce the fruit that many people do enjoy, but there's a lot of other uses for the tree as well. The wood is highly valued, so even if we have a tree on the property that is not producing nuts because it's got so old in age or whatever other reason, we can have those trees harvested and use them for their wood. So there's another source of revenue for the family. And that said, we don't have to enjoy these nuts for ourselves. So long as the trees are producing and we keep them healthy, we can just collect the nuts and sell them to other people. There's also a lot of other uses. The smaller parts of the tree that might not be good or receive a lot of money for timber can be used for whittling or other small furniture projects. The hull of the fruit can be used to make a natural dye. So there's a lot of different things that if you do some research and learn about, you just might find things like a walnut tree on your property that you did not know that you have, that might have a lot of different ways to not only support your family but provide income for your family. So before you go out looking to buy any variety of plants or vegetables or anything else that you think you might need to try to support your family or have additional revenue for your family, take a look around. Who knows what might be residing on your property that you are not even taking advantage of in the first place. If we had known about this tree several years ago, who knows where we could have been today. And as you might expect, this is not the only walnut tree that we have. Come to find out, there are dozens. Some of them are new little saplings. Some of them are taller and older than this one. Most of them, from what we can tell, are still producing fruit, which is wonderful. But again, as soon as they don't, we'll be able to harvest them for their lumber and be able to make the revenue from that. So now it's your turn. What do you have around your property that you haven't thought about? Maybe you have some blackberry bushes that are just on the edge of the property that you've never given much mind to or have never tried to protect from the wildlife. Maybe you have some wild onions or some other edible vegetation that's around. Go take a look and learn about what might be in your area and see if there's something that nature is already providing that can save you some unnecessary work. Just as hard as I was showing you 2 feet over here, a layer of newspaper, which is about 4 sheets thick, and then we've added a layer of hay.